Okay, everybody, we're on to the under-11s. So, what a magnificent season. It rained, and it rained a little bit more. But we've got 19 games in there, 15 wins, and a whopping 90 goals, which I've heard 3 more than Liverpool scored. But of course, the results don't really matter. And the most pleasing thing for me is the sense of seeing the lads developing into a team, the friendships they've got, and putting into practice all the different elements that we work on in training. We see them growing confidence, more comfortable on the ball, organised, ability to think and make decisions for themselves. I think it was really evident to see that last week when we played on the pitch at Ellen Road, which obviously is in Leeds, which is the home of Yorkshire's only Premier... Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. And the lads battled against teams from West Yorkshire up to the North East and gave a brilliant representation of themselves and the club. And not only did they play some brilliant passing football, but with a never say die attitude, going right to the very last minute, a real team effort, and they fully understood the mission that it was going to be equal game time and playing as a squad. As we entered the first team dressing room, there was a massive sign on the wall with a quote from Leeds and Hull City legend Billy Bremner, which said, "Side before self every time." And I found it particularly fitting that that's exactly how the lads played on the pitch. Absolutely, desperately giving it their all for each other and celebrating each other's goals as if they'd scored it themselves. And particularly pleasing about last week, the most positive thing to see, I think, was, and probably left me particularly proud actually, is at the final whistle of our final game, every single player walked across to the referee and they shook him by the hand and said thank you. So a beautiful sight, and shows what fantastic young men they are with great respect and great values. So well done, lads. And I obviously can't talk about Ellen Road without saying a special mention and thank you to Caroline for organising such an amazing day, and the memories will last an absolute lifetime. And I also received an email this week from Leeds United, which I'll just take a chance to read out. Dear Mr Fewings, thank you for attending the Ellen Road Play on the Pitch event last Sunday. We hope your team really enjoyed themselves. As you'd expect with an event like this, we had scouts in attendance and they were particularly impressed with one young man's display in particular. He showed good movement, silky skills, and really wasn't put off by the occasion. We were particularly impressed with his long-range shooting, as well as his calmness under pressure, which included pulling off a fine save when in goal. It's unusual that someone will play so well in such circumstances in a big stadium, but he appeared completely unfazed. It's even more unusual that he wasn't actually a child, or even permitted to be on the pitch, as he was in fact an adult supporter. Please find enclosed a certificate of achievement in recognition of his events. Matthew Burnett! Back to the kids. So in summary, a brilliant season, a couple of tournaments on the way before we can relax and enjoy the British summer. And obviously we're really proud of absolutely every player, the amount of effort you put in. And obviously I'm absolutely certain that as we move on for next season, we're going to a league. You'll be absolutely giving it your all to try and win a trophy and doing as best as you can. But all in all, you know, great bunch of lads. Keep building those friendships, keep working together and enjoying your time with your mates. Okay, first up, we'll come and do the individual trophies. Once you grab your trophy, lads, if you just sit down on the dance floor for us, would be brilliant. Okay, and on to the individual awards. So, starting off with the Golden Boot, this one's no surprise. You only need to have watched a couple of our games to know that this person was definitely going to end up as our top scorer. Unbelievable determination, an absolute desperation to keep hold of the ball, makes the runs in behind, and when you see him go one-on-one with the keeper, I think you can pretty much guess that the rest is going to be inevitable. An amazing young man, we're all incredibly proud, and he's a brilliant teammate. With 32 goals, our winner is Clint. And on to most improved. This player has really transformed over the course of the season. He's a versatile player, plays in numerous positions, and he's always happy to play wherever he's told he's going to be playing. He's a man of very few words, but he absolutely listens and takes on board what we talk to him about. As the season's progressed, so has his stamina. He's discovered a newfound ability to pressurise the opponents, to chase and hunt that ball and force mistakes. He's coped with an increase in game time as the season's gone on. He's managed to bag a few goals along the way, including possibly the goal of the day last Sunday to put us 1-0 up in the semi-final. So without further ado, our most improved player, Freddie Whittaker. Two more to go. Manager's Player of the Year. This player has been an absolute calming presence on the pitch, keeping us organised, allowing us to stay tight at the back and allowing us to attack as a team. And I think you'll spot there's a noticeable difference in how we play whenever they're missing. Made some great last-ditch tackles, but it's his ability to read the game and to understand and spot the risks of what's going to happen. That's the real skill. It's not all about scoring goals, but it's about working as a team member, keeping us organised, and he's starting to evolve how to get involved and take the ball off the midfielders to let us build our play. Now this award's been solely picked by me, and his dad actually thinks it's going to somebody else. He's got no idea. Our winner for 2023-24 Player of the Year, Ben Young. And final award from me, the big one, the Players' Player of the Season, so voted for by your teammates. Usually when we do the voting for this, it's really close, just 1 or 2 votes separating it. Not this year. This year was a clear winner. Mr. Consistent, week after week, whatever the weather, this boy plays to an absolutely superb standard. Calm on the ball, cool under pressure, the real engine of the team driving us on. He's got determination in abundance, an ability to pick a pass, and boy, can this boy strike a free kick. 13 goals, the respect and votes of his teammates, the captain's armband, and our 2023-24 Player of the Year, Henry McKenzie. I think I asked him to say better than your dad. And final one for me, it'd be remiss of me not to say a big thank you to everybody who works so hard behind the scenes to keep the club running, so there's loads of people involved. Try and list a couple, so Mark Harrison keeping us organised, Jill on the DBSs, Jamie keeping us club accredited, Craig, Matt Tyler, both doing as much as you can, odd jobs all over the place, and of course the man sitting just behind me, Lee Murphy. Thank you very much for everything you do. Okay, well done, boys. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, stay there, stay there, stay there.
Thanks, Pete. Just a couple of things to say. First of all, thanks, Pete, for everything you do. I know you'd never mention yourself, but you do an extraordinary amount for the team. It's great being assistant coach here. I just turn up every week and have fun and play with the kids, and Pete's done everything else. But parents, give Pete a hand, please. He's just made a fool of me, because I just spent the last 20 minutes telling everyone in the pub how your own kids can never win Player of the Year, but he definitely kept that quiet from me, so thanks very much. But the other thing to say as well is massive thanks to the parents. What a great parent group we've got. It really is one family in the under 11s, and I'm sure it'll carry on. So thanks everyone, much appreciated.
Lads, get a photo of God, just stand up for us for a second.